What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 23 different altcoins today. Let's get into it. This is the list brought to you by you, the viewers, the reviewers, the requesting viewers. This is brought to you by you. If you have a request, leave it in the comments section. I will tend to your request, as long as it's about charts. If it's like take your shirt off and dance for me, I'm probably not going to do that. But anyways, Grand Base, CLORE for Healthcare FL, XMR for Slow Key, Brick for Full Send, CRV and Ape for Kara, BNP for Elijah Went Up, Roco for Frankenstein, GFI for Flower Child, OGN for V Alpha Soldier, DUPE and PLI for Uncount User, Tremp and Neon for Chad Shee, Turbo for JG Aesthetics, AIRI for Joshua Ryan, DGB and Zilica for Items, GME for Jordan Bailey, AXS for Dwayne Penix, INV for John Speed, and Ronan and AERGO for Hoshi. Without any further ado, you guys, let's get into this. Let's do this. I'm on CRV right now. I was actually just looking at it, but I want to look at Grand Base to start this off. I did look at this one earlier too. It's so new. It's very, very new. And I will say that the 4 hour looks nice. It's easy to say, but there's really not a whole lot to go off. It wouldn't surprise me if you pulled back a little bit from here. You're at the high points. You probably come back and form a higher low and then continue to build. That's my thoughts, really. And they can very well be wrong, but I don't know. You've kind of got a flat top with ascending lows. That's a really nice structure. Your 1 hour RSI does look poised to the downside, but once this breaks, you're going to go up higher. And I think you will inevitably go up higher. That's my genuine opinion. Like, I don't think you're going below this low before you see continuation of this move up. That's my thoughts. But you probably do. You're at 357 now. You probably go to like 320. $3.10, $3.25, something like that, somewhere around there. Maybe as low as $3. Yeah. I mean, you could. Anyways, that's Grand Base. Let's talk about CLOR. CLOR. This one has a bit more data. Looks like I've talked about it before. Maybe I was looking at it. I don't know. Delete these lines. Low to high. 382 all the way down at $25. Flat base here. Double top. What do you got? Yeah, some bearish divergence. Though that's technically played out. I don't like this look on the RSI, and I don't like this look on the price. I very much think, based off the fibs here and what makes sense, you'd probably go down to this 382, which I wonder. Got your high there. Is that what the lines were before? Were they at those same areas? I feel like that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe that's... Okay, that makes sense, though. Probably around 25 cents to 26 cents. Something like that. Yeah, that's my best guess. That's CLOR. All right, let's look at... Let me look at the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, I think it wants to go down. XMR's got a bit more history too on Kraken here. Let's see what we got. I don't like the weekly RSI. It doesn't look good to me. It can, it has lower to go first, which would probably imply the price goes lower, but I don't think you're going to go below this low. I think that was a very real double bottom with very real double bottom volume that you see at the end of an accumulation phase, just like this. Like, it's picture perfect, man. Whenever you come up to this area where you've been holding as resistance for so long, when you come up to that area again, you're probably going to break through. Probably. You could consolidate. Maybe you break above it and then consolidate above it and then continue to move higher. Maybe just break straight through. I doubt you're going to consolidate below this area. I doubt. I think you're going to just straight break through it next time you interact with it. But let's see. Weekly for now looks like it wants to go down. Low to high. 382 support. Tipped it. Nice. You're above your 236. That is nice, actually. I don't know. Maybe I spoke too soon, man. I really don't like this week the RSI. So prove me wrong. Close this week green. If I can talk straight, man. Close this week green. If you can do that, to be fair, then you would be holding this kind of area as support. So yeah, if you can close this week green and really get above like 148, I would change my mind. But for now, I think you're moving down to 117, 113. That's my thoughts. You probably close a week below this level here at 120 and 70 cents. You probably close a week right below there, and then you start making your way up, and that's when you're going to break this area and probably start a journey all the way up to your all-time highs. Like really. We might have one pullback before then. That's XMR. That's my thoughts on that. Brick on Kraken, high to low in your golden ratio zone. It's pretty new, so it's hard to say. I don't mind that daily RSI. You were in the 618, and then you rejected out of it hard, but you held the 0.5 area as support. Now you're back up in it. I want to say you're going higher. I don't have any problems with this. It does not look normal. Like this chart is weird, man. It's everything about it's weird. The price action, the RSI, you name it. I think it's going to move higher. Okay, the one thing, all right, let's see actually. The one thing holding me back now is this volume. You tried to break out, but you had less volume. Maybe you don't break out now. Maybe it is a double top. You know what? It's a weird chart. You're pretty near your all-time highs. You just moved straight up, and you're at the top areas of this current place of resistance. Let's just see real quick. Let's say you pull back at least to the middle of this consolidation phase here. Oh, you already did though. You did that day there. You literally just did that with no bullish follow through. So you're going lower. I think you're going lower. In the more immediate terms, yes. But inevitably, I do believe you're going to go higher. I don't think you'll go below this low. I don't even think you'll go below this white line, but lower than this white line is what I think. Probably like around 15 cents. You're at 18 cents now. And then up from there. That's brick. CRV. Low to high here, you're at your 0.5 and closing above your 382. 3 days, well actually, sorry, two days in a row now. This would be your third day. You still have 18 hours and 25 minutes to go. On the 4 hour, it's looking good. It's looking productive, man. I really like you held that 382 really nice. You're consolidating right above it. You reached for your golden ratio and you just couldn't hit it. And I was looking at this. I told you I was looking at this before, and CRV. 782, let's call it $783 million market cap. That's higher than some, but that's still a pretty low market cap, you guys. This thing could stand to see a lot of growth by the end of the year, or by the end of the cycle, which would be potentially sometime at the end of 2025 is what I'm thinking, right? Some of you, whenever I say end of cycle, you're like, what does that mean? The end of the bull cycle tends to be roughly, is it 18 months? After the halving? Is that what it is? I feel like that sounds right. I'm not going to go into it now. Maybe it's not that exact thing, but it's definitely more than a year after the halving is when the bull run tends to end. So that's what I mean by the end of the cycle. If you don't know what the halving is, no wonder you don't know what I mean whenever I say it's the end of the cycle. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is something like this by the end of the cycle could see, if it wanted to see a 100x, it would have to see a $78 billion market cap. So I just don't think that's going to happen. It could happen. I don't think it's going to though. Probably something half that size. So you could probably see a 50x in this thing or more. Potentially less, but I would think even on the bad end, you get a 20x out of this. It's a low enough market cap, and the chart looks good, man. I think the chart looks good to me. You're in this long phase of accumulation you've been in since May of 2022. You just double bottomed. Technically, you had a triple bottom, which is not common. You might be able to define it as a double bottom still technically because you got a 1, 2 here, but 1, 2, 3. Or I was looking at it as like one bottom here, two bottoms there, three bottoms there, triple bottom. But however you want to dissect it, maybe these two are bottoms here and that's one bottom. I don't know. It looks good. It looks pretty good. I like the volume that you're seeing now at the end on this like last leg up here. Oh man. Let's see. Wow. You know, because I normally look at accumulation phases as horizontal, but a lot of these cryptos have been having kind of like downward sloping phases of accumulation, consolidation, whatever you want to call it. But I would say when this line breaks, man, you might be breaking it now. To be fair, it does look like a descending triangle. It's pretty damn perfect for that, but I don't think it is. I think you're going to break to I mean, it is. Okay, so not that I don't think it is. To be fair, it is. It is 100. This is 100% a descending triangle. I just think you're going to break to the upside, which happens. That happens plenty of times. There's no doubt this is absolutely a descending triangle. The volume looks weird, though, I will say. But that's really common in crypto. I like the bounce off the 123 daily. You seem to respect it here. Respect it there. Resistance, support. Yeah, man. Yeah. You definitely like that 123. So bouncing there as strong as you did, I think that's a good thing. I think you want to move higher. Once you get above essentially 87, 88 cents in that area, it's on. Like it's on, man. You're probably going to $1.22, $1.55, somewhere in there, if not higher, in a very, very short amount of time. You're working your way there now, man. So I like it, yeah. I like it. Daily, 4 hour, weekly, they all look good. 1 hour, yeah, they all look good. All looks good to me. Look at that, 123 on your 1 hour as well. Just because you find support on the 123 on a daily does not mean it's going to work on all time frames. But in this case, you're seeing it on the 1 hour. Support, support, support. Support. If you look at it like this, the way I like to use the 123, just real quick, guys. This might help. Do not. None of this is financial advice. Do not expect this to work 100% of the time, but just look at it in action here, right? And get to know your charts before you just make assumptions, because not all charts respect all indicators the same way. All right, like there are certain things that are respected, but sometimes it's different levels. This 123 is not respected across every chart. I can tell you that from personal experience. But maybe some charts it's respected on multiple time frames, maybe on some it's only one. Anyways, in this case, we're on the 1 hour, the 123 moving average. That's this line here, right? 123, the green line. If you're in an uptrend, you're in an established uptrend, which I think it's very easy to see. This is in an uptrend, right? Absolutely. On the 1 hour time frame, this is an uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, you are in an established uptrend. Anytime you're below the green line is an optimal opportunity to buy. And just look at your lowest points throughout this whole time, right? Right here, right below the green line, right below the green line. Every single high or low, I guess this one was a lower low of these here, but most of the time you can see if you bought below the green line at all on this way up, you could sell if you didn't even identify the top of this trend properly. Let's just say, not like that, but let's see here, hold on. Let's say you did something like this. I mean, I guess that wouldn't offer you too many selling opportunities, would it? Because you probably wouldn't have had it established until then. I don't know. But you could sell it a little bit above and then buy below. I'm just saying, if you're looking to trade, something like this does help. But now I think you're breaking out of this momentary downtrend. I think that you're about to go into an upward trend. I got a little sidetracked there. It looks really good. And it looks like you respect your 123 on more than just the daily time frame. That's all I'm saying. A little bit more disrespect on the lower time frames, but got sidetracked there. Got pretty sidetracked. Let's get back on. Ape's looking good too. Look at this, right? You're in an uptrend on the daily, probably, right? Higher highs, higher lows potentially. That's what you're looking to set in now. Anytime you're below the green line is going to be a good opportunity to buy, and you're really close to it, but you're just not quite there yet. You might not even get below it, but looking at the daily RSI, I would expect you do. I don't think you'll go up higher first. I think you will go lower. So the 4-hour looks like it wants to put up a fight, though. You might go lower. You could go up from here first and then go lower. You're at $1.91, maybe move up to $2.15, but I do think you'd reject from there. Yeah. You could bounce here. It's not normal, but it could happen. Let's just see. Let's look at the fibs. I mean, got some dogs, man. They're not my dogs. I don't know whose dogs they are. And I don't even know if you can hear them, but I can hear them. The 618 is where you found support. You found support a little bit above it there. And that's normally a bullish look. The fact that you couldn't get above your 382, though, tells me that you probably do have lower to go. If this move took you, if you continued past this and actually closed above the 382 instead of interacting with it and closing well below it, I would think that you would continue to press higher. This was like a front running of buying, really bullish behavior, but probably what it is just standard volatility on the way down to prices that will inevitably take you to about $1.66 to $1.57. That's my best guess. And then you probably reverse from there. That's APE. BNP. All right, I'm going to say, nope, it's not this. All right, so maybe this then. Yo, Elijah, what'd you say? I thought you said BNP. You said BNP. Well, we got your BNP right here, man. And it's nowhere to be had. We got BTC, BNP. I don't know. Maybe that's an inside joke that I just, it's going right over my head, man. I don't know. Moving on from there, Roku on Dex Screener. It looks good. It's new. It's really hard to say. You know, anything could happen at any point in time, but I like the volume profile. I like the way the price looks. Let's see. The RSI looks nice too. You're at an area that would make sense to bounce. I don't even have a problem with the daily. Lower lows and higher lows in a whole situation of an uptrend here. I really don't have a problem with it at all. You could go a little lower. Looks like you like to bottom out around your 40 area, so you might go a little bit lower. Entice some people to sell because you're going below that low there, something like that. But still relatively holding higher lows. Yeah, you probably go to like, what is that, 405, if not somewhere between there, and 4067, somewhere between there. I think you're going down, yeah, for the time being, but then up. Ultimately, I do believe you're in an uptrend, yeah. That's Roku. GFI. Man, I still remember, you guys, there was this one guy. He might still watch, and I'm just poking fun. I don't mean it personally if you are still here, but you would know who you are. Who would comment that he can't watch the videos because I click my mouse too much. Like the noise, this noise, like made the videos unwatchable for him. And I'm like, dude, do you get out of a car whenever the engine makes noise? Like it's inevitable. I'm doing this on a computer. Like you're gonna click it. You know. I hope I'm not offending anybody, but it just came to my head because I was clicking a lot. So I was like, I remember way back when someone got upset about that. I don't even know if they're upset. Maybe annoyed is a better word. But anyways, weekly looking like it wants to go down. You've had a nice run. I don't. Maybe you did. Maybe you already went down. Maybe you're looking to go higher. That daily doesn't look bad. I don't know, man. You might be like, that's nice actually. Double bounce off your 618. You found resistance on this zone, and then you broke above it, and then found support on it twice with very positive reactions. You're in the middle of one right now. Why does it keep doing that? Come on. Your daily RSI looks really nice, and the 4 hour does too. You're probably going higher, man. Pull back to the 886 at $1.71, $1.63, somewhere in that range, and then move up higher. If not then now. But it wouldn't surprise me if you move down a little bit. The 1 hour looks like it could handle that. 4 hour looks fine if it does that too. At areas it would make sense for them to go lower. So probably lower first. You're at $2. We'll see you at $1.73 to $1.63, somewhere in there. And then onward and upward to $2.73, $3.22, maybe even $4 to $5, something like that. Yeah. GFI looking good, but for the time being, some downside probably. Unless Bitcoin really takes a dump, then that could put a further downside in order for a lot of these coins, man. Bitcoin does matter as far as that goes. And more than that goes. I don't know why I said as far as that goes. Low to high here. I would look for the 382 normally, but I don't think you're going to see it. You could. I don't know, man. I don't think you will. You look like you're just marching up. You're at an area it would make sense to bounce in the RSI, actually. Yeah, I think you're going up. I think so. Yep. Up. Up, up. How much higher? I don't know. For the time being, it might take weeks. It might take just a few days, but you're probably going to go a little bit higher, and then you're going to come back down and go a little bit higher on the low, and then just continue that until this weekly gets hot again, which I guess, honestly, next week, if not by the end of this week, it could. You might start to see more explosive movements. Because when you're hot, man, that's when you see your big moves. When you're cold, that's when you see them to the downside. But let's see. Come on. There we go. You're at 21.1 cents now. Maybe you go up as high as like 63.37, if not 49 cents, somewhere around there. Over the coming weeks, probably like sometime before the mid, if not by mid-April, in the midst of April. That's OGN. DUPE. I don't know if I like it on Poloniex. It's like the chart we just looked at, but to the downside. It's way too new, man. It's way too new. Initial pump, selling off. That's what you're seeing now. I don't have a fib to base this off of. Let's see. Okay, so from your most recent high, which happened like 2 days ago, you're down 93% overall. And as of right now, you're still down more than 90%. So is it a good time to invest? Probably. The rule of thumb is if it's down 90%, you can throw a little bit in there. Okay, but do you want to throw your whole farm at this? Is this something that you should put all your money in? Probably not. You know, it's at a massive discount. If you want to throw a little bit in here, sure. But I mean, what's the market cap? Would it even does it even have a market cap? Dupe the duck or Dupe? I don't know. Is it like Pepe but Dupe? I said dupe. Is it Dupe? Is it the next Pepe? Is that what this is? Doesn't even say its market cap. That's reassuring. Total supply. Yeah, you can tell it's a meme coin by the total supply there. With 24-hour trading volume like that, you would expect like a $20 million market cap or something around there. But I don't know. I don't know, man. What would it be? We could do the math right now. Actually, here, let's do it. Right. 002262. No, that's on Poloniex. Let's do this. This is more accurate. 002056 times, is it 420.69? 420.69, 4 zeros. This is the market cap. 87.77 million. So yeah, I mean, so what? You definitely have low volume. It's not like terribly low, but it's not ideal. You want like 8 to 10% volume, I'm pretty sure, right? Or more. Anything. You don't want more volume than you have a market cap. That's not normally a good thing, but 24-hour volume, 2 million. Yeah. That's a lot higher than 20 million, man. I don't know. Maybe you're just in a lull, you're consolidating. I really don't know, man. I'm spending too much time on a coin. It's a meme coin that just came out. It's down 90%. Put your $10 in there, watch it turn into 10 grand, and that's all you need to put in. You don't need to put in a whole lot of money, man. So I don't know what the market cap. The market cap would be this right now, 87.7 million. I don't know if it's worth it. That's a rather high market cap for a know-nothing coin that doesn't have that much volume. This thing could drop a lot more still. So looking at the chart even, I don't know if it's ready to bounce from here because it has like a flat base. I don't know. I can't do TA on something like this. So my best guess is it's probably going lower. If you want to start DCAing now, you're below 90% of the all-time high, so sure, go for it. But that's not saying much because the all-time high existed only for, it happened in the first like 10 hours of existence. So anyways, let's move on. I'm getting caught up on the wrong thing. File, or PLI. Plug in. I think you're going higher. Lower first, a little bit lower first, but I think you're around your low. Like when I say a little bit lower, I mean I don't think you're going below that low. You're at 33.79 cents. That would take you down to like 28 cents if you were to go. I don't think you're going there. You probably hold 31.5 cents. You're at 33.78 cents now. So maybe down for the time being. Yeah, just a little bit lower, but I think you're getting ready. A little bit past this low. That's my best guess. Yeah. You're almost there, but a little bit lower to go. PLI. It'll probably take weeks. It's probably not going to, I mean, it could achieve its low by the next day or two, but it's probably going to take weeks before you start moving higher. That's PLI. Tremp on Sol. What the hell's wrong with people, man? They black-faced Trump, and they got the black Sonic on there. What the fuck? What? When did this become a thing? I'm not gonna say it, but what the? Oh my! Should we even look it up? We're gonna look it up. We are gonna look it up right now. Hold on. Down a lot. Down a lot. He ain't got no hat anymore. Same thing with you. Yep. All right. Makes sense. Let's see here. Sorry. Got sidetracked, you guys. My inner thoughts got to me. What's the word, mate? What is that term? I don't know. Impulses. I let my impulses take over. Let's see. Hasn't been around for a long time. It's, you never know whenever something like this could happen. Probably continues to go higher. Probably. I think so. Yeah, you're going to go to 95 to $1.60, something like that. I don't even need the RSI to tell me, but let's back it up with the RSI. Yeah, RSI looks beautiful, man. Bounced right off the 40. You're above the 50 now, being constructive. Broke these lower highs, holding support on the 382 after rejecting the 618. You're doing all the right things. 95 cents to $1.60 is where you're going. So you're at 26 cents now. So if you guys are looking for a meme coin, not financial advice, but this might be a good one to get into for like the next day or two or three. And then it probably comes back down. And then it moves up, and then it moves down, and then it moves up. That's Tremp. Let's talk about Neon. Is this Neon like the guy Neon, or is this just something else? You wanted it on Soul, didn't you? This one. It's got more volume, so that makes sense. As you can see, we rejected prices here. We stayed in this circle, and we did not break out, so we stayed in the lines. I don't know what this is. Maybe it looks like I probably drew it back here, potentially. Would have assumed that we broke above this line, but we didn't. Then we came to it. We did break above it, but we got a fake out, and now we're down. Maybe these lines aren't as honest as past me was hoping they were. It's probably a really low cap, altcoin or meme coin or whatever this is, so it doesn't need to respect the rules as much. I don't have an RSI. But if I did, it would say not good things. It would say you might want to move lower, actually. I don't like it. It has the potential to be likable, but that is not a good rejection at an area that you don't want to reject from. That is not. I don't like it. I think you're going lower. I didn't think that at first, but I do now. I think you're going lower than this low. I think you're going down to $1. So you had $1 to 97 cents, somewhere in there. Yeah, Neon going down today, tomorrow, the next day. Turbo, is this? Can I do it on here? I think so. Yeah, that's enough historical data. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if that's the high. I don't want to take it, but this high sent us down to this low. Looking productive. Let's see if it respects this. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I would say so. Okay, yeah, definitely. Looking good, man. Double top in your RSI. I don't know anything about the volume. Not a lot of volume, but who knows? I mean, that's just big get. I don't know. You could pull back to 45 cents. You're at, I'm sorry, 3 zeros, 4 5. You're at 30783 right now. You probably pull back to 3045, if not 305758, somewhere around there. You got really close, but I think you pull back just a little bit more. Daily RSI would suggest that as well. Yeah, nice bullish engulfing candle, but I don't know. You know, you had that here and then you gave it back. This is just a smaller version of that. So I think you're going lower. Find support here again, 3057, 3058, somewhere around there, or potentially all the way down to 3045 around there. Yeah, that's turbo. AIRI, airtight. It's a weird looking chart, man. Lower, down to 0.0065, if not 2 zeros, 5-1, 2 zeros, 478, somewhere around there. Daily RSI says you want to go down more. Price action to me, it just would suggest you want to go lower. The 4-hour RSI looks somewhat productive. And somewhat unproductive. I think it wants to go lower. I think so. You probably do go below 206527. You probably go below there. And work your way down to 20514, 20579, or even a little bit below that. That's my thoughts. Did you bite? Did you bite? Looking good. That is a productive 4-hour. Yeah, looking good. Higher, probably. But do you go higher than this high? If you can't get above 15.3 cents and stay above there on a closing basis, on a daily closing basis, probably not. But if you can, for like 2 or 3 days or more, especially if you get above 17 cents, then it's on to 19.8, 21 cents. I'm sorry, not 19, 1.9, 2.1, 2.28 cents. If you can get above 1.7 cents, that's, instead of 17 cents, I meant 1.7. Instead of 15.28, I meant 1.528. Anyways, I think it wants to go higher. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think you want to go higher in the more immediate terms. We'll see you at about 2 cents, 2 to maybe 3 cents. Who knows? DGB. Yeah, I think so, man. Zilliqa looks like it wants to go higher too. I like the weekly RSI. Daily RSI looking fine. Below the 50, yes, but you got a lower low with a higher low. I mean, pretty bullish reaction down there. I'd like to see more volume come in, but for now, I like the price action. Let's see, low to high. 382 support. You're probably, oh wait, that's not it. I'm sorry. 0.5 support, but you still closed above your 382 after going below it. I would look for higher highs. Yeah, you probably go above 4.5 cents. Where are you going to go more specifically? Look for 5.1 to 6.1 cents, something like that for Zilliqa in the near term. GME on Sol, so I'm assuming we need this. They got GameStop on crypto now. It's obviously not GameStop. Oh, wow. I didn't realize I did TA on this before. Dude, you're respecting the hell out of this fib. I think you want to go lower. I don't like it. I think you want to go lower. Yeah. It's really weird that you're not getting oversold, but you can't get above the 50 either. Like, it's like you refuse to be completely weak, but you have no strength in you at all. I think you're going lower. Yeah. You do have hidden bullish divergence, to be fair, but okay. You could be forming an Adam and Eve. This could be your Eve to your Adam. And maybe it goes a little bit lower, maybe it doesn't. That Adam isn't drawn properly, right? I don't know. It doesn't look bad. Maybe you just move sideways. You move a little bit lower from here, but you just move sideways. If you move lower than this low, it won't be by much. It looks like the beginnings of an Adam and Eve. This little part right here. It does. I don't know. So sideways is what I'm going to say. Sideways. Unless you break, let's see. Yeah, I'd say if you break like 3097, it's done. You're going down to 3074, 3043, something like that. That's GME. So for now, I have faith. It's just going to move sideways. AXS. Axie Infinity, huh? We'll use it on Binance. Accumulation range, major sell-off. How much did you sell off by? High. Come on now, high. Too low. Yeah. 97%, man. That's crazy. Nice recovery so far. %233%. Pretty lackluster compared to a lot of things, but I don't mind the weekly RSI. It does look good. I don't mind the price action and where you're at inside this range. It looks like you want to start showing some upside. Like reach for $43 upside. You're at $10 now. That'll take months, if not several weeks, but months probably. But you're essentially in the beginnings of that move right now. You're in the midst of that move, essentially. Yeah, broke above your 618. You found resistance here. Found resistance at your 786, whatever, but you closed right here in the golden ratio zone. Tipped it for support, moving up. I like it, man. I like it. You're probably, in the more immediate term, look for $19.52 to 20, or let's call it $30. $19.50 to $30. That's where I think you're going in the coming weeks, if not months as well. I mean, probably within the next 2 months at the latest, I would say. I think, yeah. I think you're moving up. I think you're moving up right now. I don't think you're moving lower. If you move lower, it's not going to be by much right now. INV. I don't know why that one sounds familiar. Accumulation range, decent volume, looking like you have the potential to break out. Is this thing a Ponzi? Are they just pumping more coins into the market and then dumping them on you? Infinite max supply, you know it. That's what they're doing. Let's see, max log price. Looks like that. Market cap, way more bullish, bro. Look at that. $40 million you were at these market cap levels back in March, the end of March 2022. Man, doesn't even look like the same chart. End of March 2022. You're not even near those highs, so I don't know what their release schedule is like, what their emission schedule is, but I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all. Because there's so much volume here, and the move looks impressive for what you've seen, but like really it's not impressive as far as this chart goes. It has the potential to be, but the fact that you have literally a different chart between your price and your market cap, it's insane. Okay, that's not what I try to do. I don't know. I don't normally like stuff like this, but I don't know anything about the fundamentals. So just looking at it from a chart perspective, I would say you're in an accumulation zone. You probably do want to break out. You do have a very low market cap, even fully diluted. You have that, but you have a max supply. So I don't know what the release rate is like, how new coins are minted, anything like that. I just know the charts, man. I don't know the fundamentals, but high to low here, 382 hit, 236. It looks like you're finding support on that. You might be getting ready to move up to about $230, $300. You're at 57 now. But you might consolidate in this range for a little bit. Probably consolidate between here, where you're at now, and $100, somewhere in here, over the weeks, couple months to come, and then you move up. That's my thoughts. But I could be wrong. Maybe only consolidate here for 2 more days and then move up, or maybe 2 more weeks. But I do think you're looking like you want to move up to that $300, $230 area, INV. Even with your newly minted coins, man. But I would like to know more. If, John Speed, maybe you know more. And if so, I always encourage that you leave a comment just filling me in. So, like, if you know what the emission schedule is. But I would hope that you yourself, if you're investing in this, and anybody investing in this, you would know, first off, none of what I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But secondly, that you would know what the emission schedule is. If you're going to invest in a crypto, you guys, if you can't find the tokenomics, if they're just not available for you to see, that should be a red flag. I'm not saying every coin that you can't find their tokenomics is a Ponzi, is a scam, but I am saying that every single scam out there does not allow you to see their tokenomics. Like, that's, they're not as transparent with that kind of stuff. But if you know something about this as far as the emissions goes, then cool. But if you don't know how these new coins are being put in, that makes me a bit that'd make me nervous. So before you invest in anything like this, guys, make sure you know what you're getting into. I'm not trying to give this thing a bad rap. It could be the next big thing. And with a market cap like that, it could really stand to grow a lot, like an insane amount. But know the coins that you're investing in. I like to read the white paper. Before I throw money into a coin, unless it's a meme coin, I read the white paper. That's how I get myself familiar. If I don't understand it, then I maybe I invest less. Maybe I just like take a gamble on it if other people like it. But if I can't understand it, I normally try to walk away. But there's times where I've put money in things that I just feel like I couldn't wrap my head around. But I try to read it, man. I really do try to read it and understand everything. Pretty comprehensive for the most part, but there are certain things that of course go over my head. I don't know all the lingo. I've been in this space since technically 2015, but I've really been serious about it since 2017, and still learning, man. Still learning every single day. But anyways, make sure that you know the products you're investing in, you guys. Don't just hear someone say, hey, it's got a $29 million market cap. This thing could 100x easily. Well, the market cap could, but the price, the market cap's having an easy time growing. The price is still being held back. So while the market cap math makes sense, the price math might not make sense. But anyways, INV probably consolidating. It's a little detour there. We're going to talk about Ronin now. I feel like I've heard about this one too. I thought it was older than this, so maybe not. We're going to look at it on here. That's not a lot of volume at all. Yo, Hoshi. No. It looks like it wants to go up higher. Looks like it's going to go to a higher high, but no. You put $100 in, you're not going to be able to get it out because there's no liquidity. It's going to $5, $5.82. It's at $4.24 now. If you can get in with $10, go for it. But I doubt you'll be able to put $1,000 in at these prices without sending it up yourself. So, and then let alone getting out, man. But if you hold it for the long term, I don't know anything about this. If you know something that I don't, again, know your coins, guys. If you're just taking a risk on it, if you're just saying you want to invest in something and you're just like, screw it, I'm not going to say what I call it personally, but I call it F it money. Like, if you're just like, F it, whatever. I'm just going to put some money in here. We're gonna roll the dice and see how it goes. You got some F it money on the side, you want to put it in here, go for that. But don't bet your life savings, man. And it's really important, guys, to look up the coins that you're investing in. But also important to have liquidity, which this thing just doesn't have any. AERGO. But it probably wants to go higher, nonetheless, not going to lie. You can get your $10 and turn it into $15 and then dump the markets by selling $15, man. That's just a joke. I hope you know, Hoshi, I think you know that I'm messing around, man. I'm being serious about the liquidity, but I'm not like talking smack on you or your coins or anything like that. It does look like it wants to go higher. I would want more liquidity personally. But anyways, low to high, finding support on your golden ratio. You look like you want to go lower. I don't like the fact that you close back below your 382 and now it looks like you're holding resistance around there. If you can get above the 382, it looks like a pretty significant area. Get above 16.5 cents. Things are different, but until then, we're looking to go back to that 12.6 cent, maybe even 11.67 cent area or lower. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm gonna stick with that. You are above this breakout point here, and you're kind of holding support there, but it's too new. It's too new to act like this is significant. For what the chart has, okay, yes, it's significant, but who knows if it's respected. So I'm going to stick with it, with the fibs, 12.6 cents to 11.7 cents, somewhere in that area, if not down to like 9.4 cents at the lowest. So that's that. That's the video, guys. Absolutely, the winner for this video is CRV Kara. If you stuck around to hear this, leave yourself a confetti emoji because you won this one. There were a lot of good looking ones in here and a lot that just were terrible looking. But I'm sure a lot of them, I'm sure the majority, if not all of these coins will go up when Bitcoin starts to perform better, of course. But for the time being, CRV has my interest the most. Let's look at it one more time. Play some music while we're at it. Yeah, man, it looks like it wants to go up in the immediate like this. If it closes this week like this, or if it gets green, that'll be a really good look, man. Really, really good look. I think you want to break this. And I think your next interaction you will. And when you do, you're going to see a couple weeks like this or like this. I mean, you're at 68 cents now. By the end of this month, if not sometime in the middle of April, you could very well be at 100% more in value, if not more than that. So, yeah, I like this. Are there coins on this list that will do better than that? Maybe. It's possible. But in my opinion, this one looks the best for the time being. So it definitely stood out the most to me. So good job, Kara. That's all we got. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for coming. And I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.